For the first theorem on determinants, if two rows or columns of a matrix are interchanged, the determinant changes sign. Suppose that in the matrix C, the determinant of matrix C is negative 31. So you may check your answer if that is correct. Let C prime be the new matrix when R1 and R3 are interchanged. Thus, the determinant changes the sign. Okay. Ngayon, paano kaya kung halimbawa yung matrix C? Suppose that this is matrix C. Okay, the determinant of C is this one. Okay. If we are going to interchange rows or columns 3 times. Okay, for example, we interchange the rows 1 and 3. Okay, it becomes like this. 0, 5, 2, 3, negative 1, 0. And then yung hindi natin ginalaw, yung 1, 2, 3. And then after that, halimbawa yung gagalawin naman natin is yung columns 1 and 3. Okay, kapag ginalaw natin yon, magkakaroon tayo ng panibagong negative sign dito sa harap. So, you have negative of negative. Okay, 2, 3, 0. 5, 2, negative 1. 0, 1, positive 3. Okay, magiging positive na yan. Paano kung halimbawa, ito namang second row at saka third column yung gusto mong galawin. So, kapag ganon, magkakaroon ka na ng panibagong negative sign. So, ito magiging positive na. So, magkakaroon ka ng negative dito. So, 2, 3, 0. 0, 1, 3, 5, 2, negative 1. Okay, the answer will be negative of negative 31. Okay, take note that this one is negative 31. So, when you get the determinant of that, it will be positive. Okay? Always remember that. If you perform odd times of interchanging, the result will be negative of the original. But if not, it's just the same. Okay, I mentioned earlier that columns may also be interchanged. So here on the example, we have for C prime, we interchange columns 1 and 2. So the answer will also be negative. Next, for those who answered and observed the rows 1 and 3 are identical as well as columns 1 and 3. We have a theorem for that. If two rows or columns are identical, the determinant is 0. Okay, take note that this one is symmetric as well. Third, scalar multiple. If C is not equal to 0, then C times the determinant is obtained by multiplying C to every element of any row or column of A. Take note that you only multiply C to one row or one column only at a time. Okay, suppose that we have here the determinant of C which is equal to negative 31. Okay, let's answer this number 1. Okay, find two determinant of C in 3 distinct ways. Okay. So, we can get, okay, let's start from here. Definitely, this means that this is equal to negative 62, right? Okay, this one is equivalent to, okay, if we are going to multiply 2 to first row, we have 6, negative 2, 0. Okay, and then the remaining rows are not are not changed. Okay, this one will also be equal to negative 62. Aside from that, let us have the third representation. Suppose that you want to multiply 2 to the first column. Okay, let's have 6 and then 2, 0. And then we have negative 1, 2, 5, 0, 3, 2. Okay? This one automatically means that this is also equal to negative 62. Okay, we can multiply 2 to the second row. Okay, for the second row, you have 2, 4, 6. Okay, and then for the unchanged, let's have the color blue. Okay, 3, negative 1, 0, 0, 5, 2. So here, we multiply 2 to the second row. Number 2, find any equivalent determinant of this determinant, and then we are going to express only. What do you notice dito sa ating given? Take note that all entries are divisible by 3. So, meaning to say, pwede natin i-factor out yung bawat row or column at a time. Okay? Ilalabas natin yung common factor nila. Halimbawa, first row muna yung gusto nating alisan ng common factor. So, pwede natin gawing, ilalabas natin yung 3. And then, yung matitira na lang sa first row ay 1, 2, 3. Okay? Samantalang, unchanged yung ibang rows, Paul. Okay, next, halimbawa gusto naman natin gawing i-express yung lowest form nitong second row. So, ilabas natin yon. Ito na yan, kulay red. Okay, don't forget to write the other one, yung una nating 3. Okay, you have here 1, 2, 3, and then yung color red, this one will be 1, 4, 5. Okay? So, that will be for the red one. And then, you have 3, negative 21, 18. Okay. Meron pa tayo napapansin, yung 3, negative 21, 18, parehas ding divisible by 3, yung entries. So, eto naman. So, ilabas natin yung 3. So, you have here 9 na, no? And then, 9 times 3, yung panibagong nilabas. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. And then, yung ilalim, ibahin natin yung kulay. You have 1, negative 7, 6. Ito din, gawin natin kulay blue. Okay, so, this one just means that this determinant is equal to 27 times the determinant as follows. Now, what is the advantage of expressing the equivalent? So, take note that if the determinant contains large numbers and then nakita mo na factorable pala, pwede mong i-apply ito so that the one that you will get while performing the basket method or yung diagonals, mas maliit yung makukuha mong value. Take note that this is only applicable to some given, okay? Hindi naman lahat ng mga entries ng matrix are factorable. Lahat. Suppose that all entries have the common factor C. So, nakita nyo na kapag nilabas natin yung lahat all at once, that can be C raised to N. So, N is number of rows or number of column. So, yan din yung kanina. Kung halimbawa, hindi natin inisa-isa. So, take note that 27 is equal to 3 raised to 3. Take note that the theorem, the scalar multiple, the theorem 3a, is not only limited for the same factor, okay? Halimbawa, meron ka ditong 7, 14, 6, 12. 6, 24. Okay. So, makikita mo na yung first row at saka second row, pwedeng ma-factor, no? For 7, 14, the common factor is 7. Okay. And then for the 6, 24, the common factor is 6. Okay, now, ano na yung mga magiging entries dito sa loob ng ating determinant? Okay, for the red one, first row, that will be 7 times 1. Okay, and then yung isa, 2. To get 14. And then for the blue one, the second row, this one will become equal to 1 times 1 and 4. Okay, so this is 42 times this determinant, 1, 2, 1, 4. Okay, di ba mas madali na? Kunin na natin yung sagot. 42 times lower 4 minus upper 2. So you have 42 times 2. This one is equal to 84. So this one is another example. Let's have another example in the scalar multiple. Suppose that yung determinant natin may involved na fractions. As you can see, this will become very tedious to solve, especially if you are confused with fractions. So the other option that we may do is to eliminate the fractions here. Okay, how will we do that? Take note that we have here 1/2, 2/3, 6/7, 3/5, 2/7, 5/2. Okay. Ito, depende to sa magiging approach nyo. Okay. Pwede nating i-rows. Okay. Sige, rows na lang. No, pwede rin natin kunin yung transpose kung gusto nyo. Okay. In this case, by row na lang yung ating work. Okay. Ayan. So, dito muna tayo sa color yellow sa first row. Take note na yung ating mga numbers. Okay. 1/2 lang to. Kailangan nating mailabas yung 2, yung denominator na 2. Yun nga lang, paano natin may express yung 4 as something na over 2? Tapos yung 5 din, paano natin may express na something over 2? So, what we're going to do here is to multiply 2 over 2 dito sa 4 at saka sa 5. Take note na yung 2 over 2 equal yan sa positive 1. Ibig sabihin, hindi nagbabago yung sagot dito o all in all kasi equal lang din sa positive 1 yung pang multiply mo. Always remember that. Kung halimbawa, di-divide mo lang by 2, hindi na yan equal sa original. Okay? Lalagyan mo lang ng over 2 sa ilalim para lang magkaroon ng denominator. That is wrong. Okay? The right thing to do is to multiply 2 over 2. Okay? Now, what will be the transformed first row? Okay, let us write it here. You have 1/2, and then you have 8 over 2, and then you have 10 over 2. So, lahat sila meron ng over 2. Okay, next. Dito naman sa second row, 2/3, sulat lang natin dito. 6 over 7, at saka 3 over 5. Ano yung least common multiple nila? So, para makuha natin yung LCD. Okay, yung LCD nila, ang 375. Okay, 35. Divisible by 5 yan, diba? 70, hindi divisible by 3. Even 35, hindi rin. 105, I think. Okay, next dito 105. So 105 is divisible by 7. Okay, 105. So 105 divided by 3. So this one is okay, 35 times 3. Okay. Ngayon, para ma-transform natin to na lahat naka-over 105, multiply tayo dito ng 35 over 35. Dito kay 6 over 7. Okay. Tapos, ito dito naman sa isa, para maging 105 yung ilalim, ang pang-multiply natin ay 21. Okay. Okay, para yung kalalabasan nito, isulat na natin dito. You have 70 over 105. Next, we have 90 over 105. And then the next one is 63 over 105. So, lahat sila over 105 na. Okay, may ilalabas na natin yung denominator nila. Okay? Next, for the third row, yung third row, 7 times 2, no? So, yung 2 over 7, tas yung 2 at saka 5 over 2, kailangan maging over 14 sila lahat. pwede na natin ilabas yung mga fractions ng bawat rows. Okay, you have here 1/2 times 1/105 times 1/14. And then multiplied to the matrix or to the determinant of 1, 8, 10, 70, 90, 63, 4, 28, 35. Okay, I will no longer answer this, but as you can see, we can definitely eliminate the fractions if you want to. This one shows the number 3 on the exercise where you are asked to find the transpose of the determinant of a transpose. Okay, take note that the determinant of a square matrix C is also equal to the determinant of its transpose. Next, the determinant of a triangular matrix, whether upper or lower, is simply the product of the elements of the main diagonal. Take note that matrix E here, this one is a lower. Okay? Ito lang yung magiging determinant natin. So, simply the elements of the main diagonal. Sixth, we have the determinant of a matrix with rows or columns with 0 elements. Just like in exercise, the matrix D. The matrix D contains 0 in row 1. All 0. Okay, the determinant of that will be equal to 0. Next, if ever that you got the answer for the determinant of the matrix A times B, okay, you can see that the determinant of AB is equal to the product of the determinants of A and B.